This is a college football playoff quarterfinal at the Fiesta Bowl. It's the South Alabama Jaguars and the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by my fellow Colorado grad, Joe Clark, and Holly Rose controlling the sidelines for us. Hey, Holly.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame he knows that they have got one of the best wide receivers in the country, highly rated and experienced, but a young quarterback. They have tried to put some things in this week that will help them get the ball to their best target on the field. We'll keep you posted as the game continues. Guys?
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff.
Can't stand these fucking Sooners.
The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway.
This one's personal.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. The Sooners offense comes on the field first today. Right away, the focus on this offensive line, well aware of the challenge. You can't put on the tape and not see an imposing defensive front, Joel, that's been so good at getting after the quarterback. Can they handle it?
Well, I'll tell you right now, Chris, if they're in obvious passing situations, no, they cannot handle it. They've got to run the football effectively, in particular on first down. Get into those third and shorts, because if you're in third and long, there's no chance.
They bring them down at the 44.
Abandon their zone.
Getting closer to midfield now.
Figured they'd be a no-huddle team.
Moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
Hand off to the right side.
That'll be better than that. Can't tackle forward.
First down to the 45.
That's a great run and a big pickup in the RPO, the run-pass option. This defense is going to have to shift their focus. They're clearly too concerned with the passing game. You've got to stop the run first if you're going to have a chance in this game. Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge. Let them get after the quarterback.
Am I in the right playbook?
Havoc in the backfield.
Important second down play coming up.
I don't think I'm in the right playbook. This sucks.
Takes the handoff and he'll head left. An exciting spin move, but doesn't produce much of a gain.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be.
What playbook did I fucking tell you? This is not my defensive playbook. Oh, fucking idiot.
Yeah, but then you got to fight, and this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Dropping back, it's Bentley. Looking deep down the left side. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. And now the defense will call a timeout. That's the team's first. Now left with two of them here in the first half.
This sucks.
Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out.
We'll do our best to overcome being in the wrong defensive playbook. We do best.
Keeping it on the ground here. And the assignment score. That's a solid gain on the ground. In a big picture sense, this offense representing not just their school or even their conference, but really all group of 6 conferences who've been told that you're on the fringe of the sport. For them to beat a power conference team today would be huge.
Chris, you're exactly right. And yet, as a team, and more specifically as an offense, the only thing that you have total control over is your own effort level and the detail with which you play. In order to have the upset and complete the upset here today, you just have to execute. You can't be thinking about conference this and conference that. It's just football. 53.5 by 100. Go execute.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's the running back in the flat. Open field ahead. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well. This has been one of the great seasons in college football history, Chris. 2,000 yards on the ground. It's remarkable. It's why he's a candidate for the Heisman Trophy, Doak Walker Award.
Heisman candidate. The motherfucker won.
He's going to have to be great today if they want to win.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Defense makes another stop. Third down coming up.
Chris, I have been so excited to watch this guy play live. Over 2,000 yards, one of the great seasons in college football history. It's why he won the Heisman Trophy, and today he's going to have to be great at his best if they want to win this game.
The pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. This will be a 39-yard attempt. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick
Ran that play all fucking season. Shit ever happened.
Some serious confidence from this kick going forward.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Really solid stuff from this offense. Your quarterback is making good reads. He sees in the RPO the run-pass option that the handoff is there. The defense is back. He gives it to his back, and he picks up a nice gain.
Pass ball is incomplete.
Edward, money.
A lot of contact, no penalty, brings up 3rd down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Can he make it to the marker? Look out, he's breaking free. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Run on that level. That's
The
cool.
Sooners come up the line to crank the tempo up here.
Well, this is the risk when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd down. A lot of times you put all those defenders up near the line of scrimmage. There are no levels to your defense, which means it's just one crease, one seam. And if the back is able to hit it, then he's off to the races and in space. Nice gain by this back. Beautiful job by the offensive line. And it's a big gain on 3rd and short.
But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
This is a great example from this defense of how to stop the RPO. 1, stay home. Don't give the quarterback a definitive read. That encourages him to just hand off the football. That's kind of his base read. And Chris, once he does so, then you fly to the football. You play with greatness.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, it's tough for a quarterback on 3rd and long, but they just don't get the
That horns
protection
up.
right here. There's nobody open. The offense is not executing at a high level. They need to get routes right at the stick so the quarterback can get the ball out of his hands.
Ball rolls
Damn,
into the
man.
coverage team, downs it right there. Here comes South Alabama's offense back out there. So the drive will begin from the 1-yard line, 99 away from the end zone. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a 2nd and short.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled, and that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Can't even get a fucking inch. You couldn't even get your dick across the line. Come on.
So South Alabama has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Brown behind the line. It's Brown. Stop for no gain. Excellent tackle. No surprise on third down. They go to one of the reliable targets, one of the guys who really trusts a veteran in this situation.
Chris, that's the exact word. On third down as a quarterback, you go to the guys that you trust. And clearly, they've established that over their years here. All those off seasons, all those practices, they're paying off here in a big moment on third down.
The Jaguars pick up enough yardage to get a first down. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. And he can't hold on right in his hands. And he dropped it.
Well, Chris, it wasn't technically a pass breakup, but there was nowhere to go if he even caught that. And in fact, I feel like he was even hearing some of the footsteps.
Eyeball.
You can kind of understand the drop because the defense was all over.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Got tormented out there.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle.
It's caught. He's got a lead. Out of bounds, but a nice gain. It's just short of the 35.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end is that he can basically just post up the defense on a third down and you create a first down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day.
And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
Dump off by the running back. He's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's a big play by the defense because now the offense is off schedule. They're behind the chains on third down. They can get after them with the pass rush.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw it again. He escapes the pocket. He lets it go on the move.
What a bella. We appreciate you, dog. We're even now because we missed a wide open guy.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just
get
a
out of here
defense
with
that
the
can
lead.
get off the
That's all
field
that
and
matters.
create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Takes the handoff again. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
This is a solid job offensively. After that first down play, it puts them behind the chains. Now they're able to get themselves in a position where they've got a manageable third down opportunity. At least as a play caller, now you feel like you've got more at your disposal rather than straight drop back pass.
It's good for first down yardage. Set up at the 26 now. This running back continues to impress. And forget the freshman label. He's had a year of experience now. He's had a tremendous year. And, Joel, they clearly trust him, rely on him in this big game.
Chris, what I've been most impressed with is his durability. Normally a young running back, you try to take a few of those carries off of him during the course of the year, but they have just leaned in, and he has delivered. I tell you, this is as impressive of a young running back as I've seen in a long time.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Breaking into the clear. Tackle made, but the gain brings the ball to the 8. The Jaguars will line up here on first down and goal. scoring position with a new set of downs. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And they make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 6.
Man, this is tough sledding down here when you get into these goal-to-go situations, continuing to try to run the football. It is about movement and leverage. This offensive line has got to get low. They got to keep those legs moving, and these running backs, I'll tell you what, get behind your pads and get physical.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Takes the handoff on the counter play. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. Chance to talk over what they're going to call here on 3rd down. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. He runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Jaguars.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Now he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. On 1st down, it's play action. Down he goes. It's a sack.
They're gonna leave Keely unblocked.
Chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick. He's got nothing to do but protect the football, and thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
Here comes the pressure. He's looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit. The clock is still running. Not to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. To throw, it's Bentley. He finds his man.
He can't make that happen, though.
For a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Well, this is why 1st and 2nd down success is so critical. You give yourself a 3rd and short, and now you can throw it or run it. And a lot of us thought they were going to run it here, but you can still put this ball in the air, and the quarterback is able to get a nice completion, and they're able to move the chains.
And the Sooners now will take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got remaining here in the 1st half. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Tries to get it to the running back. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Throws it to the right. Wide open downfield.
Yup. What the fuck, man?
That's a big moment here in this playoff game. To get points before halftime, knowing the other side is going to get the football to begin the 3rd quarter. Joe, exactly what they were looking for.
Chris, that's exactly right. The last thing that they wanted to do is afford a chance
Not
for the
fucking
opposition to
playbook.
double up and get a late score in the 2nd quarter and then get the ball in the 3rd quarter. This is a tremendous drive to be able to stick the ball in the end zone, then go in at halftime and regroup, look at film, and get a real good cohesive plan for this 2nd half. Because here we go. We got 1 half of football left to move on in this playoff.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The receiver makes the catch. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. And the Jaguars looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to throw it on 1st down. On the move now. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Chris, this is a really good job by this defense. They're going to flush the quarterback out to the right side. Watch as then they pursue. He's got nowhere to go with the ball down the field, and it allows that pursuit to get home. They contact him as he's trying to release the ball. It leads to the incompletion.
There's the handoff. Picks up the course, looking for more. So a timeout is called, a top strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And first down, they go right back to him. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout of the half. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. Running out of time in the pocket. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. The Sooners will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. The Jaguars offense back on the field now. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him
for the ball.
After the loss on first down, it's second and long from the 22. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Here's an easy completion to the back.
Where's the block?
And they'll drop him right there for no gain. That's great defense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now on third and very long, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Fires it on the move. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
There we go.
The Jaguars will have to kick it away.
This is where not being in my defensive playbook is hurt.
We'll see what he can do with the return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Big throw caught on the left side. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. 4-yard gain makes it second down and 6 now. Looking to throw. It's Bentley. He escapes the pocket. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Smart to get down right there and avoid the big hit. He's able to get what he can get, and he gets down. Now you just live to play another down.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's got some space. Look out. Touchdown, Oklahoma. As the QB fights his way into the end zone. Huge moment for this offense because, let's face it, points, even yards, have been hard to come by in this game. To punch it in at this moment, huge in a postseason game.
It has certainly been a defensive battle. There's no doubt about it. But as an offense, there's an unlocking moment. You can have a little success when you think to yourself, I got it. I know the structure. I know how to attack this defense. We'll see if they start having more success here moving forward.
The South Alabama offense back on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this round? He'll hand it off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so second and 7.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage second and third down opportunities.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, all game we've seen this defense fly around, and they're doing it again here. Just great contact, great physicality right at the catch point. It has been so difficult for this offense to find open space, create any rhythm. This has been a really tough day.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the Jaguars will line up to punt it away. They'll kick it away here. And the coverage seam downs the ball right there.
The number one job of a
I'm not in my playbook, man.
security. He's got to make great decisions
I'm in the wrong
about fair
playbook.
catches, whether he's going to bring the ball out. Here he decides to be a hero and puts the
Made an adjustment to my defensive playbook on accident.
And now putting his team at risk. Great job by the punt team getting down there, pursuing the football, and ultimately getting the turnover.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. They're going to stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
No.
Handed off for a draw. The tackle at the 17-yard line.
I know it doesn't.
This is what happens when you make adjustments. I was trying to get a job hire and thought changing my shit was going to help, and I put myself in 4-2-5 man instead of 4-2-5 man pressure, and I don't know what's going
to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
I pointed it out in the first drive, but I was been waiting for somebody to say I can fucking change.
He's one of the guys that's helped them build a lead. Now, Joe, they go to him trying to secure it.
And Chris, he's just so reliable. You can tell that the quarterback has full trust that he knows exactly where this player is going to be, that he's going to be open, and that he's going to catch the football. When you have a guy like that you rely on the outside, you can ride that to a victory.
Scanning the field, it's Bentley. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put too much on the throw.
You quarterbacks out there, when you're throwing the football down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a three-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place. A lot of times when your eyes go up, you tend to overthrow it like we see here.
Thank you.
Incomplete, and now 4th down. The Sooners will have to punt this one away.
There's no worse feeling like playing a playoff game and not being unforgivable.
No fair catch. Looking to make a return here.
Come on, get that outside, dude.
Coverage seat brings down the returner.
You can definitely tell they nerfed the speed burst, because I ain't get no burst of like speed at all.
Handoff here from the shotgun. He's got room to run. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. They lean on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it. And then allow it to build to something more successful later.
I don't know what animations I'm getting, but I don't know what my running back was doing.
To get it down the field here in the next couple of series.
Back-to-back trunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Let's throw to the quarterback off the RPO. They bring him down by a solid 9 yards gain. Sets up the 2nd and short. And the Jaguars come up to the line in a hurry up.
This is great recognition by the quarterback. He sees that soft spot in the defense for his slot wide receiver, and then as a wide receiver, you've got to have a feel for that coverage and that space. They're on the same page, and it creates a nice completion there for the offense.
He decides to keep it here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
No, thank you.
Well, Chris, this defense is doing a really good job of being assignment sound. The quarterback has nowhere to go. He can't really get the edge. He's just got to dive up in the middle of the field. This defense, if they continue to do this, they're going to have a good day.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure.
Oh, they're killing me, man, dude.
The quickest way to impact the passing game is to impact the timing of the passing game. And that's why this defensive staff talked to us about getting to the quarterback. And even if you're not hitting him, even if you're not sacking him, make him feel that pressure. And here he's clearly hurried, and that leads to the incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Fourth down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. Here's the option play. They'll toss it to the back. And that will give them the lead now.
And that is commits to you, then you pitch the ball out on the outside, and that opens up the lane for the running back, and it's a touchdown for the offense. This quarterback is in complete control of this run game.
So South Alabama has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it comes out of the 25.
I've never seen the CPU bear catch that shit so many times today.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quick throw to the left. Great defensive play, tackled quickly. Not much of a gain. The 5-yard gain is a win on first down. Sets up now 2nd and 5. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Quarterback keeps the football. And he's swarmed quickly.
Or I hate when they motion, man.
Well, it's like the defense knew exactly what was coming there. Everybody was assignment sound. Quarterback barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. This defensive coordinator told us that it was going to be all about discipline, and discipline with the eyes of the defense, in particular when they go to these option plays. And here, this is a beautiful job, making sure that the eyes are disciplined and get the quarterback down right around the line of scrimmage.
They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. And the Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback features the wide receiver has been one of the few bright spots for this offense today. So can he make a play to make up this deficit?
Well, I think he might have to, Chris, because as you suggested, there just isn't much going right for this offense at this point, other than the matchup you've got on the outside. He's creating space. He's been reliable with his hands. That's where you can move the football. You might as well sit right there because that's what's working.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Dropping back, it's Bentley. Oh, the pocket collapsing. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, he's got to put that one behind him and now move forward for this 3rd down. This is really the most important snap thus far of the game. And as a quarterback, you've got to go out there and really execute. So remember, it's about feet, it's about timing, it's about accuracy. Put all those 3 together.
We're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. The pocket breaking down. Swarmed with a pass rush. A sack. The Sooners will have to kick this away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. No, kick it away here. Fielded near the 20. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Jaguars offense back on the field now. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. They go with the ground game. The running back takes the handoff. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's exactly what you want to see as an offensive play caller, is your guys up front winning the line of scrimmage here late in this game, 4th quarter, and able to run the football on 1st down. That's just beautiful stuff up front.
The Jaguars seek to keep this drive moving. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game. And when you're ahead on the scoreboard, Joe, you'll love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more sustained success later in the game. Look for them to continue to lean into this run game. And as we've seen in previous weeks, that's when they really start chewing up the yardage.
2nd down after that previous play. Leaning on the run game here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down and the crowd really getting into it. offense will spend the timeout here. Got to decide what to call on this third down play. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. The receiver grabs it. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42. Now we get a timeout from the Sooners. That's their first. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter.
Chris, that was the defense's chance to get off the field. It's third down. You're trailing. Have to get the ball back, and they give up a conversion. That is a back-breaking play for this defense.
And the Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks into the clear. You make the tackle, but this running back continues to trim out the yards. What a performance in this playoff game.
Well, that's as easy as it gets for an offense, just handing the football off. The offensive line doing some work. They have done a great job today running the football. And here on first down, you move the chains. You just continue to get that ball moving down the field.
They make the tackle. This running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game. And the Sooners now will take a timeout. That's their last one. They have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to use a timeout. Second down after that run in the previous play. The shotgun running play call. He's still on more. He's still on. Brought down, but he's past the line of the game.
Boy, I really love the rhythm that this offensive line is in. Staying out of third down, being able to run the football here. Nice job by the running back and the offensive line, moving the line of scrimmage and moving the chains. This offense is going to continue to build on this.
Ain't no better feeling than being a fucking Sooner. I tell you what.
I really love what they're doing here.
He's on ahead. And there it is, the first down to essentially ice this playoff game, and they'll move on to the semifinals.
Hey, we'll make sure to be in our playbook next game. I'll tell you that.
Try to muscle toward the end zone. And they bring him down just short of the end zone. They'll spot it at the 1.
Let's not be greedy. I'll take my win. I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Come up on second down.
My luck, I'm a fumble and lose.
There's the snap, and he just takes a knee.
Get them horns up.
This team just continues to impress. Back-to-back playoff wins. And now, Joe, I think you can probably see
Semifinals.
in the semifinals. They look as good as anybody at this point.
I couldn't agree more. They look better than anybody at this point. They played well at the line of scrimmage. Their quarterback is playing very well. And I don't want to play this team
Hey,
right now. There seems to
make sure you load up with the right playbook next time.